back to our YouTube channel. So as you can see, I have my parents with me today. We're going to do a special video that was requested by a few of you. So it's going to be like an interview style, so I'm going to stand behind the camera and ask them some questions. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys a few questions. Question 1. How long have you been saved?
20 years.
Mom?
I've been saved since I was about 8 years old.
Okay. So, how long have y'all been missionaries?
Actually, 19 years. We lived in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a year and a half before we went to Mexico. And we're actually missionaries there, and a few months in the projects before we actually moved in and started doing services in each of the apartments. So,
And we've been in Mexico for 19 years.
yeah, 19 years.
Okay, question 3. When did you decide, or how did you decide, that you were going to visit Mexico?
Well, years and years ago, a guy named Britt Hancock, who was working in Mexico at the time with Brother David Hogan. We met him through a roommate, Isaac Armstrong, and through a series of events, we ended up going on our first visit. Absolutely hated it, the heat, and lots of inconveniences at the time, which was just something we had to deal with. So the first trip was kind of bad, but still we saw some things that was really interesting. That not every town had a church, and not every village had a church, and we saw lots of places had no gospel. So me personally, that when I left after the first visit, I didn't have any intentions of going back, but I think it was Bo Barton talked me into going back. He had decided he wanted to go back, and he basically talked me into going back the second time. And the second time was a lot different because you kind of knew what to expect. So kind of looked past the little inconveniences and little things that, no air conditioning and bad, the food and stuff, and started seeing the real needs. And it touched my heart the second time I went, the need of the gospel in all these villages and mountain ranges that we visited, and it was just simply we saw a great need.
And kind of like a part 2 to this question, were y'all married at the time, or how did that happen?
Go ahead, Heather.
No, we're not married when Brennan made the first 2 trips, and then actually we went on a 3rd trip, and at that point we were engaged, and we got married shortly after the 3rd trip.
Okay. When did you know you were called to live in Mexico? Live and work in Mexico?
That's a tricky question, because most people wait on a sign or a vision or a dream. It did not work that way for us. Honestly, we didn't really have the faith to make a decision at first that this is it for life. But we ended up, I guess, as we went, the first year, you were just trying to really get used to the culture and learn the language and whatnot. And then being trained over the years through, with other missionaries, there's a lot of learning the first couple of years, and there wasn't really a conscious decision that I'm here for life. There was lots of confirmations. Something that was really interesting, when I was younger, I would have dreams of places, and I didn't know where they were. And it was several times I'd walk into a village or go somewhere in Mexico and realize, oh my gosh, this is what I dreamt when I was a kid. So it served as kind of a confirmation that we were on the right road and doing what we were supposed to do. But I would say the decision, it had to have been after about 10 years that, hey, this is what we want to do. This is where we want to be. Unless God directly speaks to us, this is what we want to do. So.
Question 6. Have you ever felt like you were going to quit? And a kind of a part 2, what do you do in those moments?
Well, a couple of times, yes. But when you start feeling that, it really causes you to examine why you're doing what you do. And if it's not for Jesus, you're going to quit. But if it's for Jesus, that's what gets you through. Because no matter the emotions, the circumstances, the offenses, all that stuff that changes day to day, and it's going to be back again. It doesn't matter as long as if you're doing it for, you're doing what you do. If your true motive is Jesus, doing it for Him, that'll get you through the tougher times. So yeah, you do go through times, but it really just causes you to check what your motives are and why you do what you do. If it's not for Jesus, that's where you got to pray and change and have Him help you.
Okay guys, so this is going to be a 3-part video, but this is part 1. So thank you Daddy and Mommy for being in the chat on the video and answering questions.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see if we'll bring them back later. Comment down below if you have any new questions for them. We may do a Q&A. So that'll be all for today. We'll see you guys next Monday. Don't forget to share this video, leave us a thumbs up, and subscribe. So 1, 2, 3, hasta luego!